Hello, everyone. Sean Hicks coming at you here for Picks and Parlays. It's Saturday, November the 1st. Free pick college football action. We'll get to a little Miami versus SMU and Notre Dame, the old Irish, taking on the Maryland Terrapins in just 1 second. Before I get to that, hit the like, share, subscribe, notification bell on. You don't want to miss out on any of the free pick videos here, whether they're college football, could be NBA, maybe it's NFL, could be cold cash on the ice. It's going to be college basketball in a couple days. Again, notification bells on here. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We're back, 50,000 plus and growing. Thank you for that. Thank you for the comments. And without you, we need you. We need you watching all the shows, the free picks. Joe Madden, Allie Burns, whatever we got going on, be part of the Picks Parlays family. At Mr. Sean Higgs on the X, you want to come say hello to me there? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Let's go. On to football. Game number 1 again. Saturday the 1st here. Here we go. Miami, a 12.5 point favorite. Total 50.5 here. Week 10 college football picks. Week 10. All right. This is a high noon alert. Gerald Ford Stadium here, SMU, Dallas, Texas. A big spread here for the Canes to take care of business. You know, Miami 6-1. They're ranked 9 or 10 in the polls. We'll quote them out here. Little work to do though, right? You lose to Louisville. The ACC championship game, you need some help. You need teams to lose. Georgia Tech, Virginia. You need Louisville to lose again here. You're maybe holding on to some playoff hopes by a thread. And honestly, SMU comes in. They're 3-1 in conference play, right? They should have a 13-12 loss last week. Ugly game versus Wake Forest. You know, they pull that one out here. It changes the landscape of the ACC. So they're both teams here, a little chasing their postseason and bowl kind of spots, whatever they want to set up here in that kind of thing here. So let's talk about this game here. It has gone up here from Miami as an opener. We saw them again. Carson Beck, as good as he is. The turnovers just hurt. 11 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Is this going to be a spot here with Miami where the coach, and you know, I'm not a fan of Chris Wolf. I'm a Miami guy, like the U. Bring it back to the late 80s, 90s, teenage years, young 20s. That was the squad. Mario Cristobal is the coach. How do you even, you've seen this. You saw, hey, we're going to run the ball up a couple, we fumble, we end up losing the game. You saw the game in Cal last year. You saw Louisville this year. You saw Louisville game last year. The Virginia Tech game, they got lucky with a call at the end. He's not a great coach. Not a great coach at all. That being said, the line is this number for a reason with SMU. 13-12 last week. All right, where's your win? You beat Clemson with no quarterback. Cade Kubinek was out or whoever. I'm not sold on the SMU. How about a little under action here? Again, Beck can turn it over. He's all right. He's like a game manager type cat. Miami defense, though, is good. SMU defense is not terrible. It's a good unit here. I think this is a lower scoring game, believe it or not. I know you can look at it and be like, whoa, it's 12.5. It could be a shootout. Miami's going to score into the 30s here. It's going to be higher scoring. I don't think so. This isn't like the old Iowa State 3 points and the line's 26 and stuff like that. But you want to Wisconsin this up to like one of those kind of Big Ten schools where it's a 12, 15 point kind of spread and totals in the 40s. This makes sense. This is the same, again, different, higher number, but it's a different little offense. I'm going under the total here, under the 50.5. I do, I have a premium play on this game. So if you could decipher that here, go for it. You want to spend a little bit, support the channel myself, you could go get a premium package. This will be in, it won't be a standalone. I'll have a couple games in there, but a premium pick is up on this. Sidewise, I'm going to go under the 50.5. There you go. Game number 2. And again, if you're sticking around, comment who you like in game 1 if you haven't already. Subscribe and put that notification bell on. Notre Dame 28.5 on the road here versus the Maryland Terrapins. 28.5, 56.5. Oh boy. So we have a 3:30 start here between the 5-2 Irish and the 1-7 Boston College Eagles. Alumni Stadium here in Boston College, Massachusetts. A home dog of a sizable nature here. Again, I just said they were 5-2. They did lose to this Miami Hurricane team to start the year, and a crazy high-scoring affair to Texas A&M. No shame in losing to those two schools, two pretty good schools. So we look at this one here again, a 3:30 kickoff. Notre Dame with the ranking here in the top, what are they, 12, 13, wherever they are. They're a playoff team. The reason they expand the playoffs specifically for basically Notre Dame and some extra SEC and Big Ten teams. Short of them totally collapsing here down the stretch, Notre Dame is in the playoffs. All right, they just beat USC. Nice little win for them there, 34-24. But BC is just in the throes of a horrific season. I mean, 1-7, 0-5 in conference play, 7 straight losses. Look at this. I mean, you look at the BC. You beat Fordham 66-10. And there we go, out the window. 42-40 loser at Michigan State. I'll get out. There's a lot of Missouris and Mississippis. Michigan State. 30-20 Stanford. 28-24 Cal. 48-7 Pitt. 41-10 Clemson. 38-23 Connecticut. 38-24 Louisville. So yes, I'm going to lay 28.5 points with Notre Dame here and not even hesitate laying the big number here. I'll lay 4+ touchdowns. Notre Dame scoring 40. That's just, we go, I don't want to say etch it in stone or get the Sharpie out kind of nonsense. But Carr's having a great season at quarterback. Receivers are solid. I mean, you got 2 running backs who've put up 1,300 yards, like 20 touchdowns between them. They are just going to run all over these guys. Slow and steady. It's going to be Notre Dame. The first half, I can see Notre Dame being up like 35-0, 33-0 in the first half. I don't think what are we getting here out of this group here? I do have, oh my goodness, I messed this totally up. I'm saying Boston College, and I got Maryland on the screen here like a dummy. But it took me that long to figure that out. So I apologize for that. It is Boston College and not Maryland. So sorry there for the mix-up. My apologies. I ran down all the Boston College stats. It happens. Sometimes I make a mistake, and it took me 10 minutes to figure out. I'm staring at it in front of me. I'm a human. I'm laying it. Laying at 28.5. BC's, again, I ran down the scores. Not competitive. Notre Dame minus 28.5. Miami SMU under 50.5. A pair of free picks for you. Good luck. Thanks for watching. Sorry I had the wrong team for most of the show. That's just in writing. I was talking the right team. Take it easy, everybody.